All right, thank you so much, Robert. Earlier in this newscast, we mentioned Republican gubernatorial candidate Steve Hilton officially kicked off his general election campaign in Boyle Heights yesterday.
That's Hilton will go head-to-head with Democrat candidate Javier Becerra. And Steve Hilton is here live in studio this morning. Thank you so much. We also want to note before we get started here that we did extend an invitation to your opponent, Javier Becerra.
We should have had him this morning. We'd have a debate.
That would have been wonderful.
Well,
we invited him.
Yes, but he has not yet accepted our offer, so hopefully we can do that. But we do want to turn our attention. You launched your campaign in Boyle Heights. Why did you do that? Why there?
So Boyle, I've been there many times, especially in the last few weeks. And Boyle Heights, to me, is an example of what's gone wrong in California. You've got a working class Latino community, and they've just been really left behind and neglected. You had that terrible warehouse fire that burned for days and days and days without seemingly anyone really taking it seriously to kind of get on top of it quickly. Then after that, for weeks, we've had that whole community suffering from 85 million pounds of rotting meat. We did our event with a small business owner. He says his business is completely gone. The smell, the rats, all of this for weeks, 5 weeks now. And you just got to ask, what's going on? To me, it shows that the people in charge of California, they've really abandoned working class communities. They've abandoned Latino communities, and that's who I'm fighting for. Working people, small business owners. We got to cut their costs, make life easier. So it's a symbol of what I want to do for California.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation. You criticize Governor Newsom's handling of it. What would you have done differently?
So I would have just been on it much quicker. I remember when the fire was just getting started. We actually were here in Los Angeles, driving on the freeway, and we saw it because it was annoying. We all saw it, and I said to my team, "What's that?" And I said, at the time, if I was governor, I'd be right there now. Where's Newsom? He was absent. Karen Bass wasn't getting on top of it. Look, I believe in local communities having control and power. I don't want to micromanage everything. But if local leaders aren't getting the job done, and frankly, you see that in a lot of areas, homelessness and so on, as governor, I'm going to step in and say, we got to do better for the people.
You're also going to have people push back, though. You have been tied to Donald Trump. He's endorsed you.
Yes.
And, you know, ICE has really hit this community very, very hard. And I know two things can be true at the same time. You jump on it, you look at the affordability crisis. But look, this community also has had, you know, they've been impacted so much. And talk about the emotional, you know, upheaval that ICE has caused within that community. So how do you kind of rectify that and allow people to understand your point and also, you know, have an endorsement from President Trump, who's leading that?
I've been to that. That's one of the reasons I've spent so much time in that community and in East LA generally, is to learn exactly what's going on. And I've had many meetings and town halls and roundtables, and I say very clearly, I'm an immigrant. I'm a candidate of the legal immigrant community, for the legal immigrant community. And when you listen to people in those neighborhoods, they do make a distinction between legal and illegal immigration. And I want to have everyone who's here legally as an immigrant, like I am, to have opportunity, a good job, a home of your own, all those things. But we've got to have a stronger role for law enforcement. And the thing that will change when I'm governor, instead of having this confrontational attitude with federal immigration enforcement, we're going to work together cooperatively. That means we won't need that kind of aggressive enforcement in the community, because it's going to be happening in courts and at the jail before we even get to that kind of thing. It's going to be really different. I want to calm it all down when it comes to that.
And can you do that? I know that you put out that full ad in the LA Times addressing this issue exactly, saying that you can still be anti-Trump and vote for you, but it's such a polarizing issue right now. There are people who will see President Trump's name and say, well, I'm going to vote for the other candidate because of that, specifically here in California, where we tend to be Democratic.
Yes.
How do you fill that gap for those people who are very strongly opposed to Trump's policies?
Well, you put it beautifully. That's a gap. There's a really big gap, I think, where you've got many, many people, I'm sure, watching this morning, who are moderate Democrats. They don't like President Trump at all, but they know we need a change in California. You were just reporting on gas prices going up again. I've got a plan to get us down to $3 gas. People really, the electric bills people pay, off the charts now. I've got a plan to cut your electric bills in half. taxes, I've got a plan for your first 150 grand to be tax-free. Starter homes for young families. These are practical things. They're not ideological, they're not confrontational or divisive. They're just common sense things that we can do to make life easier for working people and small businesses. And so the Trump thing, that's national politics. I understand that, but I'm focusing on what we can do here in California to help people.
And affordability is an issue. I do think, though, there's so much regulation in this state.
Oh,
but
my goodness,
If you go to deregulate some of this stuff, you know, I've talked to people who say, well, you know, if you want your water not clean, then that's deregulation. If you want to go back to having smog over Los Angeles over time, that's deregulate. So how do you make a plan that's affordable without impacting our quality of life?
It's a central question, and you're exactly right. So if you look at water bills, one of the reasons that we have such high bills is because we haven't got enough. We've got plenty of water coming through rain and snow up in the Sierras, but we don't capture it. We don't store it. And so we got this kind of, and actually it's being used for things like sending out into the ocean for endangered species protection. Meanwhile, we got communities that, you know, got nearly 1 million people in California don't have access to clean drinking water. So it's not about the quality, it's about the supply, the amount. Same with electric bills and gas. We can actually meet our environmental goals, and certainly on clean air, but that's something that at the moment you've got these regulations that don't help the environment. That's what's so frustrating. We're not actually doing anything on climate change in terms of reducing global temperatures with all these regulations that are making gas the most expensive in the country, or electric bills doubled in the last 10 years. We can achieve those goals without crushing working people and small businesses.
Okay, and over the next few months, of course, your voters will be trying to decide between you and Becerra. So we do want to talk about an issue Becerra brought up the other day. He told Californians not to go to established restaurants to support street vendors that upset the restaurant industry. What is your take on that issue?
Well, you know, that really spoke to my heart, because back in the day in England, I moved here in 2012 with my wife and my 2 sons, and I've worked, immediately before that, I worked in the government in the UK. I was senior advisor to the Prime Minister, David Cameron, worked in 10 Downing Street. But most of my career has been in business, a small business owner, including restaurants. I ran a couple of restaurants in London. That is a really tough business anywhere. The regulations, the fees, the taxes, it's very kind of insecure as a business. And so for someone to say, we don't want people to use the businesses that are paying taxes, complying with all the licensing and the health regulations, all the things that make it hard to run a restaurant. Instead, let's use the people who aren't complying with any of that. I think that's an insult to every small business in California, honestly.
Did you have a little dust up about tacos? You want to clarify what your favorite taco is if we're talking about restaurants?
Fish tacos in San Diego. I mean, I travel the state a lot, and you know, it's very. I get in trouble every time I pick favorites.
But like, I'm teasing you. That
you didn't pick an LA one, so you're safe.
Yeah.
We'll let you out of the studio this morning.
Stay out of that minefield.
Yes.
All right. Well, we hope to see you again, of course, before the election.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming into the studio and talking with us.
Great to be with you. Thank you.